Hey, what's up, everybody? Just noticing my hair coming back from a little workout. Before we get into this episode, I want to talk about a sponsor I'm having a lot of fun working with right now. It's the .store domain people. So I love Shopify. I love these other sites where you can do e-commerce, but I had my site set up just as a basic .com, or in my case, it's behindthebrand.tv. But I also want to sell merchandise, and I've got a new book coming out. Maybe you don't know that, but I'm announcing it here. Ta-da! And so I set up this behindthebrand.store to let everyone know that I've got things for sale. My book will be probably launching first quarter of next year. But I did set up some of the initial design comps, and I'd love for you to check it out and vote on it and tell me which one you think you like best that I should use. I've got, a bunch there that you can look at, but the .store domain partnership is really great because, sure, you can go out and you can get a Shopify account or something like that, but if you don't do that, or you don't want to do that, you can simply go to the .store domain folks and get your own, whatever your domain name is, plus .store, and it's set to go. It's shoppable, it's e-commerce ready. It's a place that tells everyone that you have a store, and then you just list all your merchandise in there, just like through, uploads that you do regularly when you're doing your website development. It's super easy. If you would like to try this out for yourself, I highly recommend it. It's easy and you don't have to be technical. And I'm probably a good example of that. But if you go to my special link, which is a bit.ly link, so it's bit.ly/yourcustomstore, that's bit.ly/yourcustomstore, my audience, fans of Behind the Brand Company, will get a special deal. Check it out. I hope you love it. And check back, let me know how it goes. All right, now here we go.
If the pattern of treatment to yourself is self-hatred, you will absolutely repeat that pattern with other people, and you may not even realize it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is, maybe insidious is the right word, because it's quiet, it's hidden, it's subtle. Until you just sort of brought it to my attention, it was a program that was running in the back, but undiscovered or unconscious.
And what's amazing, and what I'm out to teach the world with this high five habit, is how to use science to unlock programming that's in your brain and in your nervous system to actually reset your mind and reprogram it entirely.
Can I go back to that show? And so the whole thing got canceled.
Yeah.
The book got canceled.
Yes.
Did you have to let people go? That must have been completely...
It was devastating. 135 people were fired from their jobs. And, my team is smaller, and so we had to do a lot of shuffling. We didn't, thankfully, let anybody go right away, but come midsummer, when it was clear speaking business isn't coming back and other things aren't happening, and the PPP loans weren't even like a thing yet, and so it was really scary.
Yeah.
And so here I am standing in the bathroom feeling all of that, and I'm doing that kind of program in my mind where I'm picking myself apart, rejecting myself, and now I'm drifting into the day, and every thought, just like your thoughts, just like everybody else's thought, is now making me feel overwhelmed and less capable and more burdened and more defeated before I even get a cup of coffee. I don't know what came over me, but I literally, without thinking, just raised my hand and gave the woman I saw in the mirror a high five, because she looked like she needed one. And it wasn't like that first high five was when the lightning struck. It wasn't that the heavens opened and the angels sang. I wasn't like, this is my new book. Like, that was not what happened. Yeah. All that happened is I felt a switch flip inside me. And I noticed a big shift in energy. And I kind of went from like the energy to, all right. Like, I didn't even say anything. I just was like, kind of like this, like, come on, Mel. Like, and I laughed because it's so corny to stand there in your underwear and high five yourself. Who does that? So I'm like, oh, wow. It's really, and I kind of like did one of these things, like, it's not that bad. You still have a house. You still have your health. Pick your chin up. Like, I wasn't even saying it, but the energy shift was that. Right. Just like if you blew a free throw in a basketball game and your attitude starts to tank. If a friend and a teammate came up to you and were like, Brian, shake it off, man. Come on. we got this.
Yeah.
Immediate energy shift, right? So it was the second morning, though, when things got really wild. So I woke up the second morning in April of 2020, same overwhelm, same defeated energy, same like, ugh, get out of bed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I start walking to the bathroom. And this is when I started to actually discover the profound nature of what was unfolding. So the first thing that I realized is that I was walking to the bathroom, I was feeling something I'd never experienced in my adult life. You know how when you're about to go see somebody you really like, a good friend, you're going to walk into a cafe and have a cup of coffee? Mm-hmm. What do you feel right as you're about to walk in the door?
I don't know, it's somewhat comforting, like someone's got your back.
Yeah. Excited. You're going to see somebody you like.
Yeah.
I actually felt that about the idea of seeing myself. Mm-hmm. Now, I've been excited before to see an outfit or a haircut. I don't think in my entire adult life I've actually ever experienced the feeling of being excited to see the human being, Mel Robbins. Mm-hmm. And so as I round the corner into the bathroom, the profound nature of what was occurring hit me. And then I had the second realization. Every morning in the bathroom, there are two human beings. There's you, and there's a human being in the mirror. That's not your reflection. I want you to think about it like it's another human being. And that human being needs you. They are trying really hard. And they need you to stop criticizing them. And they need you to stop focusing on what's going wrong. And they need you to start being more encouraging and kinder. And when I realized, holy shit, there is a woman staring back at me that is trying her best. And she's been waiting for me to wake the fuck up and see her and help her. I just felt this like, it was a really spiritual moment.
I mean, we were just sitting back, you know, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that. You know, tracking my roots, where I came from.